Hey guys, how's it going? Statman coming back at you once again, and today we're going to talk about some Blu-rays that, well, a Blu-ray and a DVD that I picked up from goHastings. You know how I like to do with goHastings, and they had a sale recently. I believe this one was for 30% off. They've had a bunch of sales recently. This one was for 30% off, and I managed to pick up two titles at 30% off. That came to a total of about $5, and well, $5 each. So, pretty good deal considering the kind of titles they are. One of them is a classic movie that it's out of print, and I've been trying to find it, and I was able to find it there for $5. The other one is actually a Scream Factory release that some people might not know is a Scream Factory release, and it's a fucking fantastic movie. So I'm going to start off actually with the DVD, which is the classic movie, the classic Western from Robert Altman, which is McCabe and Mrs. Miller. Now, if you don't know anything about this movie, if you don't know anything about this Robert Altman Western, it is a Western set in the Northwest, which is very rare. You don't normally see Westerns that are set in the Northwest. This is set in Oregon, my hometown, so to speak. And it's set at least partially during the winter. So there are gunfights in the middle of a snowstorm and shit like that. If you're wondering where some of the inspiration came for stuff like The Hateful Eight and whatnot, this is very much a source of inspiration for that, and oh my god, it is a beautiful, gorgeous movie. It's been so many years since I've seen it. I've seen it in several different film classes, and quite honestly, it's one of those movies that sticks with you in terms of like the way that it's shot and the story and everything about it, really. And you will remember moments from this movie just randomly. You know how some movies, they stick with you in a way that randomly during the day you'll have a memory of a certain scene in a movie, right? This is one of those movies that you'll have a memory of a certain scene in it. Particularly the scenes that I remember the most vividly, because like the cinematographic, I guess you could say, achievements are, there's a scene on a bridge, and it's really nifty. It's got like this particular style of cinematography, a particular shot that is quite impressive. I just really like the way that it looked, because it quite frankly kind of looks like a painting almost, except for it's too grimy and too dirty and disgusting to actually be a painting. It could only have been done on film, but it looks kind of like a painting in a certain way. And I really like that about this movie. There are a lot of other scenes like that in this movie. Unfortunately, I believe it's not available on Blu-ray in the United States, so the only way to get it is on DVD here. It might be available on Blu-ray in other countries, which would be another case of, wait, what the fuck? It's set in the United States, in the northwestern United States, of all things, of all places, and it's not available on Blu-ray in the United States. Why? Why, movie studios? Why? Oh, and it's a Robert fricking Altman movie. Why? Why would you not do that? Why? But I digress. All I will say is that this is something that, honestly, I feel like if it doesn't get onto something like Criterion or Arrow or Screen Archives or something of that caliber in the next few years, I'm going to call bullshit on that, because it is a historically relevant and important fucking Western film, and it really doesn't get a lot of love, doesn't get a lot of attention. It's really up there with some of the best Westerns ever made. and it doesn't get the love, attention, or respect that it freaking deserves. So, I'm really, really, really particularly hopeful that Criterion gets this and does a really respectful uh, Blu-ray release of it. But you never know what's going to happen. So to be able to get this particular edition for $5 is a pretty damn good deal. Yes, it comes in the snapper case here, but it's the widescreen version, and it also comes with a feature-length audio commentary by director Robert Altman and producer David Foster, including a behind-the-scenes documentary. So there are some pretty interesting special features to be had on here. It's in widescreen. It's pretty much the best that you're going to get stateside. So if you find this and you're living in the United States and it's a decent deal, pick it up. It's out of, to my knowledge, it's out of print. So, no matter how much it costs, if it's going to cost you like, I would say draw the line at like 20. That's what I would draw the line at. But I was very happy to have found it for about $5 on goHastings, and it's in really good shape. And no, it's not a flipper disc. I actually was really happy with. Of course, it's got this cool artwork, which again, this is something that whoever does the Blu-ray release, if they ever do, keep this artwork in some way. And when you open it up, it's got probably one of the nicer inside artwork to a flap thing that I've ever seen. So that's nice. And then of course they've got the regular DVD disc there. So no flipper disc. That's good to see. That being said, let us move on to the one and only Blu-ray that I picked up from goHastings, and that would be Wormwood, Road of the Dead. This is an independent movie done by IFC, or well, produced by IFC, but it was shot in and set in Australia. So it's very much like an Australian horror movie, and the I've already done like a video about this. I did a special Netflix picks on this movie. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but if it is, you should definitely check it out on there. It's a fantastic movie. That's how I discovered it was Netflix. So I wanted to have it in my collection, and holy crap. Let me just show you something, all right? First of all, like anybody can appreciate this artwork. This is beautiful freaking artwork. I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it because it's one of the cheaper IFC titles that isn't like, I mean, you see it's got the Shout Factory, the Scream Factory logo there, but it isn't really something that's seen of or thought of as a Scream Factory release, It's more one of those offshoot independent feature things that also got released by Scream Factory, So I was not expecting them to have a reversible cover, especially not one as beautiful as this. Look at this. Look at that beautiful artwork. It's amazing. Oh my God. How can you not want to see this movie when you look at that? Look at that. It's beautiful. And just for reference, just so you understand the comparison that I'm making here, the reason why I'm freaking out and so happy about that particular cover artwork there. This is the original artwork. It's not necessarily bad, but when you compare this to this, there is no freaking comparison. We all know which one looks better. So, yeah. I don't understand why they even went with that bland as hell white background cover as the main cover when you can go with a cover that looks as beautiful as this. So again, I've already talked about Wormwood on the Netflix pick series that I do. If you want to check out that video, then go for it. Go look for it. And and you will not be disappointed. And then, of course, go check out the movie on Netflix. And if you like the movie on Netflix, then think about picking up the Blu-ray, which is a Screen Factory release, which means it comes with things like an audio commentary with the Roche Turner brothers, crowdfunding videos, Wormwood production pitch, the Worm Diaries, behind the scenes of Wormwood, deleted scenes, 7-minute teaser scene, storyboards by the director, and theatrical trailers. So, pretty nice collection of special features there. And of course, as if you needed another reminder, you get this beautiful cover. I was very happy with this, and I got this for $5 freaking bucks. How often can you find a Scream Factory release for $5 and of a really freaking good movie? I mean, come on. Great deal. So that'll do it. That is it. That's what I got from goHastings this time around. I've got another goHastings order coming in next week. So yeah, that'll be another video to talk about. But I probably won't have much else to talk about in terms of pickups, simply because of a little snafu that I'm dealing with. Bunch of money was taken out of my account twice on accident. I'm trying to get that resolved, but it's taking a while. Thankfully, I had the money to cover it, but just barely, so I don't really have anything to spend frivolously. You know what I mean? I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might be getting an Amazon gift certificate thing from ad revenue related to my Ninja Turtles content that I write for that website, but I don't know when that's going to come in, so I don't know if I'll be getting anything in time to talk about anything for that week, which would be the week after next, I suppose. Anyways, that'll do it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.